Hey, what's up guys, Totally Dubbed here, and today I'm going to give you a review on the XMI X Mini Max Duo portable mini speakers. So as you can see, here is the box, and you might be wondering what the difference is versus the old generation, which I've got on my right hand over here. This is the older generation X Mini 2, and that is the new ceramic driver that is included. And I'm going to try and demo you the differences between the two. Hopefully you'll hear the difference. If not, then hopefully you'll take my my advice and my review. So in the package you get a nice little pouch, which is great for portability. You got a wire, and within the wire, within that, you've also got the speakers. So as you can see, as you just saw, the speakers came attached together. They've got a very weak magnet which holds them together. The reason I say weak magnet is because don't expect to hold very strongly. They do come apart quite easily. However, it's great for just keeping them temporarily together like that. I'll get to an overview of the speakers in just a while. So the pouch that comes with it is really nice, great for portability, so great job XMI for including that. The wire has a cable management right over here to keep these nice and tidy, which is great for portability. At the end you've got two mini USBs which connect into the X Minis. You've got a USB which connects up to a computer or a wall charger, USB wall charger, and it charges up the X Minis. And over here you've got a volume control, which is very useful. It goes max to min, like so. And you've got your input 3.5mm jack. This is for a stereo setup. The reason why I say stereo setup is because you've got the two which plug in over there, and then you've got the 3.5mm jack for that. If you want to use these as a mono setup, you can do, because the speakers have got their own 3.5mm jack integrated within the design, and it's very nice and tidy setup over there. So you can connect it via mono design. You can carry one around or two around if you want, and then daisy chain them, or if you prefer for the stereo sound, then go for the wire plug-in. So for the overview of the speakers, so you can see underneath you've got this wire which is very nice for cable management and goes in really nicely. You've got three rubber pads over there which prevent it from sliding around all over the place and keep it give it grip while it's actually playing, because sometimes you might go very loud and it might go bouncing around. Here you've got your charging and your audio input via the wire. As you can see, it goes in like so, like that. You've got the on and off, which is illustrated by a LED. Blue LED is showing that it's on, and when it is red it's charging, and when it runs out of charge it'll be on the on, but then there'll be no light showing. If you continue going around, you can see another audio input over here, and that's for daisy chaining the speakers. So for example, if you've got multiple speakers, you can daisy chain them together and give you even more power. The biggest feature of these speakers, like on the old generation, is they're opening up and changing into like a woofer. This is great because it gives you increased bass frequency. It shows a huge difference when you're actually playing it. You can definitely hear the difference when you look at them and when you hear them, should I say. I should mention the battery life of these is absolutely incredible. I can't quite imagine how many hours they lasted, but I was logging it down on a little piece of paper. I've actually got scribbles all on the paper of when I start and when I stop, as in when I start in terms of I put on my phone, I leave it just playing continuously on max volume with this stereo setup, and on my phone pretty much maxed out, and I don't have them on charge. I just leave them playing, and then when I turn them off it's because I want my phone, or I'm going out, or I'm sleeping, or something like that. These, believe it or not, from a full 100% charge lasted 120 hours. Yes, you heard me right, 120 hours. I can't quite believe how long they lasted, and when they ran out of battery, both of them, which was within half an hour of each, One ran out, and about half an hour later the other one ran out. I put them to charge, and in less than 2 hours they were fully charged again. I really can't believe how well these do. Their efficiency is absolutely incredible. I can't quite comment on the older generation, but I remember it wasn't that long. 120 hours is simply spectacular. I'm really speechless in terms of how well they did in battery life, and that's brilliant because these speakers are made for on the go and for 120 hours of playback time. Even though Amazon says 18 hours of non-stop portable fun, 120 hours, I don't know how that happened, but honestly I just put them on, just left them playing, and they just kept on going. The amount of times I had to charge my phone and not the speakers, I can't quite describe how surprised I have been. But anyway guys, that's the battery life I got, and it really shocked me, I must say. But that's the battery life I got with them when they were plugged in via a 3.5mm jack to my S3, and they were using these jacks as playback. So in terms of its sound quality, this is the big question. In comparison to its older brother, the sound quality is a lot better. It sounds a lot more cleaner. The bass on this is a bit more muffled. This is much more cleaner, and the mids and highs, as in the treble, is so much more precise. Here it's almost completely lost, but in the newer version with the ceramic drivers, you really hear a huge difference. And that was 1:1 comparison, not stereo versus mono. It was 1v1 comparison, and you can hear a clear difference. So to try and make you hear the difference, I'm going to plug in my phone and play some DJ Earworm on max volume, both on phone and on this. And I'll play one speaker to make it a fair, shall I say, fight between the two, both on.
Somebody call 911, I got a crazy, my shop, shorty, I can take you there.
I'll switch over to the newer speaker.
Somebody call 911, I got a crazy, my shop, shorty, I can take you there. Take ya. Got me soon as I come and take me.
So I'm not sure if you were able to hear the difference, but the mids and highs were clearly better on the new generation ceramic driver. It is not even a fair comparison almost. It completely blows this old speaker out the water. It really is a huge improvement. Now, in terms of price, because there's always this issue of price, which is a big factor for me when it comes to reviews, this has actually been discontinued, but can still be found on Amazon for £36 for the stereo sound. This on its own is £12, so multiply that by 2 is £24. So I'm basically pairing a £24 stereo system versus a £36 stereo system. So it is a quite significant increase in price, about a third of price or whatnot. However, the price difference really does show and is really reflected in the new ceramic drivers. I've got to say, really impressed with these speakers, and I can't quite suggest them enough. I really suggested these so much back when they first came out, and they were brilliant at the time. But now their older brothers, which have come out now, really do take the cake. They just bring so much better sound quality, great battery life, and a great overall sound. So finally, just to end this video, I'm going to demonstrate two things. One, stereo functionality, and thirdly, daisy chaining these out. So let's connect up the speakers up via the cable and plug that into my phone, and I'll turn on and off this speaker. You can see the volume over here. Turn this on.
Cool like fire. Somebody call 911. Crazy, crazy. Wash up, baby, baby. Fire, burning without you. Wash up, shorty, I could take you there. Feel like I'm drowning in the ocean. Somebody come and take me away. Somebody call 911. Crazy, crazy. Wash up, baby, baby. Fire burning without you. Beautiful. Wash up, shorty, I could take you now. Crazy, wash up, baby.
Right, there we go, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this overview and review of the X Mini Max Duos. They have been since replaced with the X Mini Max 2s, and I would expect the same sort of quality and sound that comes with the X Mini Max 2s, especially because they're using the same ceramic driver. So overall, I really do suggest these for portable use because they are very much portable and can be carried around anywhere, and their longevity, at least from their older brothers, should be absolutely excellent. This is quite a few years old, I must say, maybe over 4 years old, and it still works brilliantly. So longevity from XMI is absolutely brilliant, and therefore I can't suggest more the purchase of these speakers. But with that said, this is really for portable use, because if you're going to be at home, you're better off buying a set of PC speakers such as a Logitech sound system, which comes in at like £20 to £30, which will give you a much fuller sound and much bigger sound. But when it comes to portability, nothing really beats the XMI X Minis. Alright guys, totally dubbed out. Take care. Bye bye.